Hello everyone, my name is Demi, welcome to my channel. So we're going to get right into the reading. It is going to be a twin flame reading, and the reason this reading has come about is because I was woken up at around 3 a.m. and I woke up out of my sleep and I just saw a heart and it had like flames coming out of it, but it was an ethereal heart, but it kind of looks like, you know, the emoji with the red heart, and it's got flames coming out of it, this one here. It looks similar to that. And then I just heard twin flame, twin flame. Obviously it's the middle of the night, so I rolled over and went back to sleep. Then I woke up another time in the middle of the night and I saw the same thing again and I heard twin flame. And when I woke up in the morning, the first thing I heard from spirit was twin flame. So obviously they want me to do this reading here today because there are a lot of people coming into union with their divine counterparts in the physical. Like it's in the physical. You can almost touch it, you can smell it, you can hear it. It's tangible. So it's literally here, and a lot of people have been feeling this as well. I've been feeling this for a while now, but it's like there's an energetic gate that has been opened. Some people, some souls have walked through it, and these are the souls who are going to be coming into union. I just want to start by before we do this reading, I want to call in Archangel Michael. I'm going to call in Archangel Metatron and Sanet Kamara to assist me with this reading. I also want to rebuke any delusional energies or any negative energies that attempt to come through to attack divine union and sacred union. So we're going to block those energies and we're going to get on with the reading. So I posted a short yesterday and I used a clip from a film that is called Fallen. And this movie is about fallen angels, but it's also about divine counterparts. So if you feel called to watch that movie, this movie here, that's the poster for the movie. It's one of my favourites. But I used a clip from that and then I did a voiceover and I said a poem. So I'm just going to repeat the poem here now. Okay, so the poem says, when two become one, the moon and the sun collide in the same sky, two souls who never say goodbye. Their paths will always cross just to create magic. The evil forces are starting to panic. Divine love has rocked their plans to control and destroy all of the lands. Nothing can pierce through godly armor. Earth is fed up with all the drama. Clear the debris and remain in karma. Union is afoot. Read the sacred book. Don't close the book of shadows. You'll need it entering the gallows. Two is stronger than one. Your mission has only just begun. Pick up your sword, he is the shield. Walk hand in hand to the spiritual battlefield. The highest form of love will end this war. Those with hate in their hearts will forever remain poor. So that was the poem that it's part of my automatic writing deck, but Spirit asked me to use this as a voiceover with that clip. So I also link the short below that I posted yesterday, and that was about divine union. I'm seeing 222 now, so some of you guys could be seeing repeating twos, but obviously 2 is just that confirmation of union, of unity, of togetherness. But I'm hearing it's happening, and it's happening now. And before I started this reading, Spirit asked me to go around the house and just to double check that all of the curtains and like the shutters were open, and in the front room the shutters were all closed, so I started opening the shutters to allow in the daylight, and I just kept hearing let there be light, let there be light. And what I'm being shown now is a tomb. It's like a tomb in Egypt is what it feels like. And this tomb, it doesn't have any doors and windows, obviously it's a tomb, but there's still light shining through. It's like sunlight is still somehow getting through into this tomb, and there's also no other way of getting into this tomb except if you have the key, and it's like an energetic key to an energetic gate. And again, they keep talking about an energetic gate that many souls are now ready to walk through because they've done that self-mastery. They've become whole within themselves. They've come into union within themselves, and they're talking about a kundalini awakening. So we've also had a kundalini awakening, which is what is firing up the heart. The heart chakra has really been activated. It's really been ignited, and these people are now ready to come into union with other people who are also on the same frequency, on the same level and in alignment, who hold the twin flame blueprint. So what messages does the collective need to hear, Spirit, when it comes to the twin flame? What messages? I'm also seeing an infinity symbol. Oh yeah, they asked me to wear this bracelet today. It's an infinity symbol and it has a heart and like a little bolt of lightning, if you can see. So they asked me to wear this bracelet today. It's also red, representing the red string of fate. So some of you guys could be dreaming of like heart shapes. You could be dreaming of the infinity symbol. You could be dreaming of a tower moment. So like a lightning bolt striking a tower. And I just keep being shown Big Ben, and I'm being shown divine time, like huge clocks. Being shown Big Ben, which is obviously, it's in London, but this can represent clock towers that you find in major cities. And then I'm also being shown a huge clock just in the ethos, and it's like it's a dinging and it's time. And this is also what woke me up out of my sleep. I heard a huge ding. I don't know how to explain it in the physical, the sound, because again, it's coming from the ethos. It was like a huge ding or an alarm, or like a horn that's gone off, and that's what woke me up out of my sleep. And then this is when I saw the ethereal heart that was on fire, and I heard twin flame. And some of you guys, you could be hearing bells, you could be hearing a ding, you could be hearing a horn, but union will be announced. It's not something that you can miss. It's going to be announced for you, and it's literally going to sweep you off your feet. Thank you. So the first card we've got here is Swan. It's number 23, and I keep staring at that number. Maybe some of you are 23, or you've been on this journey for 23 years, or maybe when you were 23 is when you started looking into twin flames and the twin flame journey. And maybe this is when you had a very deep spiritual awakening and you woke up to yourself. But either way, the swan, and I'm hearing ugly duckling to a swan. So a lot of you have really glowed up. Really glowed up. Not just your physicality, but this is every single body. And I'm getting your spiritual body. I'm seeing this as the ethers. Like your spiritual body is a powerhouse because of the path that you've chosen to take, because of the decisions and choices you've made in your life. You've walked the yellow brick road path, I'm hearing. So that path that maybe your family members and people around you in society that tells you is a joke. I'm seeing the word joke and like hearing people laughing. So maybe people would point and laugh. Maybe you got bullied when you were younger for what you believed in or the path that you chose to take. Maybe you were laughed at when it comes to your purpose and your career. I'm just hearing it's here, it's here, it's here. So for some of you, you could also be getting like a windfall of money. Maybe it's a pay rise, or maybe now you are getting paid for your purpose. Maybe now you can live off being paid for your purpose or for your passion project. You don't have to work a 9 to 5 anymore, be working these jobs or hustling in a way that you don't want to do anymore. That is also coming in as well as union. And this is the thing, things tend to come in threes, or they all come in at once, and I feel like a lot is coming in at once and a lot is being revealed at once. You could be having dreams of swans. I feel like a lot of you may be looking in the mirror. You could wake up and look in the mirror one day and just be staring at yourself like, why do I look so different? And it's because your human self and your higher self, it's like bridge the gap. So you really are intertwined with the fact that you are a soul having a human experience, and your soul, the spark of God that exists within you, is shining through. And you will look different with each spiritual awakening you have, but also the same with a Kundalini awakening and it rising through your crown. When your Kundalini truly awakens and rises, you will look different physically. Because spiritually and energetically, you've been reborn. You're a whole other person. Now they're showing me a phoenix. Why am I doing this? There's one here. We have Soul Tribe. This one has butterflies all over it. Obviously, butterflies represent change and they represent transformation. But I'm hearing birds of a feather flock together. And you're about to find a lot more people that you really deeply and truly resonate with, who really see you, who really hear you, and you them. It's very, very mutual and genuine. And I'm hearing sweet. It's very sweet. But your life is about to get sweeter. And your connections are about to get sweeter. Keep staring at 54. So some of you could be 54 or in your 50s. And maybe you were laughed at for believing like later in life, maybe later in life you switched up your career and started going for your dreams, and maybe you were laughed at there. Maybe some people said, oh really, at your age? That's what I'm hearing. Someone could have said this to you. Or maybe when it came to you like putting yourself out there again and believing in true love again, maybe you're later in life and people may have laughed or judged you. But you carried on this path. You truly believed in yourself and God and your wings, and you got your wings. So you are that butterfly. You are no longer that caterpillar that you were in the past, or that caterpillar that other people projected onto you. They wanted you to stay as that caterpillar, or stay in that cocoon, stay hidden, stay in the shadows. Not going to happen. We have spirit. Look at that. And horses represent freedom. And I love how this is like a shoey, it's like a lilac colour. It's a white and a lilac colour. Obviously white represents spirit. It represents innocence. It represents purity. I'm hearing the violet flame. But purple and violet represent the crown, and it represents divinity. But I'm seeing this huey colour. Some of you could be having waking visions, and it's like you get taken into a different realm. And then literally like the colour of the air could change into this colour. Or some of you are having dreams and your dreams could have this hue in the astral realm, this purpley hue. What else, Spirit? Some of you could be horse lovers. You could have a horse yourself. Or maybe you have dreams of having your own farm and having a horse one day. What else, Spirit? We have sensitivity. And you've got the white bunny rabbit. Again, I was talking about white. So the colour white is very, very significant. But again, bunnies represent rebirth. And they represent spring. So a lot of you, you've really got your spring back. A lot of you are very, very confident. And you've been walking in your confidence. I'm seeing someone walking with their head held high. You know that quote, to strut like an angel. So you really have been strutting like an angel. But you're very, very highly sensitive when it comes to your intuition, but also when it comes to your psychic nature. Very, very sensitive. And for a lot of you, it hasn't always been that way, because I'm hearing again, ugly duckling to a swan. So maybe you repressed and you shut down your psychic nature, or you didn't listen to your intuition. This could have been due to trauma, or could have just been due to you wanting to fit in with family, wanting to fit in with society. But I'm staring at all of these leaves, but when I'm staring at them, they weren't green, they were like grey. So you could have been a ghost of yourself in the past, and maybe things were a bit grey, and now everything's getting its colour back. Because now I'm staring at all of these hearts. Like everything has its colour back. There's joy back in your life. Again, you've got your spring in your step back. Some of you could have had issues like with your back, pains in your back, or maybe muscle pains, or maybe when you walked. I'm hearing a misalignment when you walked. So you could have had issues. Again, it's to do with muscles in your legs. But hearts are very, very significant. Obviously, I saw that heart and it was on fire. So a lot of you guys could be dreaming of hearts. You could just be seeing hearts everywhere, everywhere you walk. Maybe, obviously, we got leaves here. So maybe you're just seeing a lot of leaves in the heart shape wherever you go, wherever you walk. You could literally walk out your house, be walking underneath a tree, and then a leaf just comes down and falls on you. And it's in the shape of the heart. And it's the universe letting you know that, yes, you are unconditionally loved, but also you're about to come into union with your divine counterpart, because you've come into union within yourself. This is the only way that will ever happen externally. You have to come into union within yourself, which is why I said at the beginning, I rebuke any delusion. You've got 44 here, and I'm seeing it as like as a gateway. Like it's two sides of a fence, two sides of a gate, and you're like walking through this gateway. So an energetic gateway is very, very significant. You could be dreaming of portals, you could be dreaming of gateways, you could be dreaming of gates in general. They're saying these gates won't squeak, these gates won't squeak. So, you know, if a gate squeaks, sometimes you need to oil it, or it needs tightening, it needs fixing. This gate that you're walking through, it's not going to squeak. It's perfect. Well, you see how that spun out? We have divine spark. So it's that confirmation that you have your spark back. And look at all of that colour again. And they were saying to me, let there be light, let there be light. So some of you could literally be hearing the voice of God, hearing the voice of the divine. You could be having a lot of waking visions. Some of you may still be doubting this voice of the divine. I'm seeing a crescent moon. You could be seeing crescent moons everywhere. They're saying to really, really trust in your intuition right now. Because a lot of things happening around you are magical, I'm hearing. Very magical. You're going to be seeing a lot of miracles working within your life. So they want you to be really leaning into your intuition, the divine that lives within you, and your heart, your soul. Because the logic right now may not make any sense. And if your ego gets in the way, if your logical mind gets in the way, it may get in the way of you believing that this connection, you know, that saying of too good to be true. You might kind of fall into those thoughts. They don't want that. I mean, I wouldn't expect that if you're at this level and you're in alignment and you're about to meet your divine counterpart. But obviously we're in spiritual warfare. So there's going to be a lot of thoughts that are going to be coming from the lower level energies, and they're going to try and pass them off as your own thoughts when it is not the case. And if you are strongly connected to your intuition, if your spiritual armor is strong, then these thoughts are just going to ricochet off. They can't get through. But if you're in more of your ego or your logical mind, this is where they can kind of creep in. And we don't want that. Can I get one more card, please, Spirit, from this deck? Thank you. We have Wish Tree. Exactly that. Your wish is being granted. This tree here reminds me of a tree at Avebury. So I live near Avebury, and it's the Sacred Rocks. It's similar to Stonehenge. I'm also kind of near Stonehenge. But there's a tree there at the end of the walk. Like when you've passed all of these rocks that are in that sacred circle, people hang things on the tree. And I remember one time going and someone had hung a little girl dolly on the tree. That's coming through for someone. But people will hang like different kinds of ribbons like this here on the tree. And again, there's something about colour that's very, very significant. So you may notice like a change maybe within your eyesight. If you struggle with your eyesight and you need glasses, maybe you notice that your eyesight is actually getting better. And you may need to get a new prescription for some of you. But others of you, it's just that things are brighter now. Everything's brighter because you're in that higher frequency. You're in a more joyful energy. And you could be dreaming again of these different hues within the astral realm. These different colours that you don't necessarily see with your human eye. Again, we've got another white bunny rabbit. So white bunny rabbits are very significant. And now I'm seeing Neo from the Matrix. And I'm hearing follow the white rabbit, follow the white rabbit. Which deck next, Spirit? This one. So Neo is very, very significant, that character from the Matrix. What else, Spirit? And obviously Neo is the one. He's prophesied as the one, and then he lives up to it. But he only lives up to it because he chooses to claim himself. He chooses to live up to it. He chooses to believe in himself. He chooses to be his own Messiah, his own hero, which is what you guys have been doing. We have faith. Find holiness within. Exactly. You are your own Messiah. You are your own guru. And the more you lean into your own intuition, the more you won't go to outside authorities or people outside of you that many may put on a pedestal, particularly if they're in like a spiritual community. You just trust yourself more, and you trust the word of God and how he speaks through you. That I'm hearing touched by an angel. So some of you have literally been touched by an angel. And this would be your angelic guides. And obviously every human has an overseeing archangel. And this is also another thing that was showing me, like a cloaking. But it's like you're not being cloaked. It's like your gown is being placed on you. And it's got a hood, and the hood is made of like gold. It's got like a gold hue that goes around the rim, but the actual gown is made of a different color, determined on which archangel is your overseeing archangel. So mine was made of Archangel Michael's blue ray light, and it's like he was placing this beautiful royal gown on me, and he was saying, "It's time, it's time." So all of you you're being cloaked, you're being gowned. Well, and you see, look here, it kind of looks like this gown here. That's on Christ, because you've truly tapped into the Christ consciousness that lives within you. What else, Spirit? We have faith over fear. You can cope. We've got a lot of faith coming through. And this is the thing, if you're on a twin flame journey, you do need to have a lot of faith. And you do need to be careful about what you're watching, who you're watching, and what you're reading when it comes to the twin flame journey, because there is a lot of crap out there. There's a lot of delusion out there. And there's a lot of people who are basically telling you it's a fairy tale. It's literally what it sounds like when some people talk about a fairy tale and another human being. And obviously when you come into union, it is going to feel blissful. It's going to feel like a cornucopia. But you will be on the front lines, and you will usually have a joint mission, a joint purpose and a joint mission. They're saying again, we are in spiritual warfare. We're on a battle. And those who are coming into union are God's warriors, and you will be on the front lines. I'm hearing divine shield. So you are that divine shield. And this is why the twin flame journey is attacked so much, because when people come into union, and now I'm seeing a volcano, it's like a volcano erupting. Like that's the power of the union coming together. And when it's erupting, it's like not lava that's coming out that's going to go and destroy everything. It's like pure divine spark, pure divine light. Where's that card? This one. It's like this is what's erupting. It's creativity, it's change, it's transformation, it's faith. It's where we had the faith cards coming out, is faith. And obviously when you see two people coming together, and you can see they clearly are in love, and they clearly have each other's backs, and they're friends, and they have a very strong foundation, and it's rooted in love and in respect, and there's a lot of passion between them. When you see this kind of couple, it gives you hope. And this is the thing, a lot of people are coming into union to give other people hope, like, oh, true love does exist. And there's a lot of low-level entities out there, and people with agendas who don't want the human race to realise that true love exists, that you don't have to settle. You don't have to be in abusive connections and relationships. What else, Spirit? We have stand up, steadfast vision, exactly that. And look, they're holding a candle, they're holding the light, they're holding the flame. And they're holding, and look at the crowd. All these people coming together and believing and having faith. Believing in themselves, but believing in the Creator, believing in Mother Earth, and believing in each other. This is what these unions are about. Waking humanity up to work together again and believe in each other. And remember that we're all a piece of the puzzle, and we all hold a spark of God. We all hold a spark of divine. We're all a soul. We all have a lot of light. Or some have the potential to have a lot of light, if they make better life choices and decisions. Did you want any more cards from this deck? One more. Unity, coexistence, and tolerance. You can't make this stuff up, literally. This is why these unions are happening, because we need unity on the planet right now. The planet needs a lot of love, respect, unity, togetherness. And the more we're all coming together and leaning on each other, the more we can really start rebuilding this world. Because, let's be honest, this is a mess out there. There's a lot of chaos going on. There's a lot of strife going on. This world needs more faith. This deck they want next. So what do the collective need to hear when it comes to the twin flame journey, Spirit? Some of you could be seeing 444 or 44. Ones and sevens, 717, 1717, very connected to the twin flame journey. Look what we just had fly out together. True love and commitment. This is literally what is coming in. They keep saying it's here, it's here, it's here. Divine union is here. True love and commitment. True love says, true love comes when you least expect it. Commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship. Obviously with the true love card, look, it has the rose and it has the watch. The watch is very, very significant. You could be seeing watches everywhere, or just clocks in general, like the proper like grandfather clocks. Now I'm seeing a scene from Stranger Things with the grandfather clock. And it's where they travelled into the upside down, and there was like these clocks everywhere, and everything was kind of like fragmented, and these clocks were just kind of like dinging. That's what I'm seeing. So you were in the upside down, and you've really and truly worked on yourself. Like some of you guys have really been through a lot of crap. I heard cracks. So you've mended the cracks that were within your life, within your soul. Some of you could have experienced soul fragmentation. You've literally put yourself together again. Here in Mr. Blobby, no, not Mr. Blobby, Humpty Dumpty. You put yourself together again. So Humpty Dumpty could be a significant nursery rhyme when you were a child. But you have put yourself together again. And you've come out of the upside down. You found those steps that were in hell, and you walked up and you made your way to heaven. And you're choosing to stay in heaven. You're choosing to be in a high frequency. You're choosing to be in alignment with all that is destined for you in this lifetime. And it is now coming in. You're receiving your spiritual inheritance. So look out for clocks, all different kinds of clocks. But also the rose is very, very significant. I always hear from Spirit. They're always singing, can I call you Rose? Because you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Can I call you Rose? Because you're sweet like a flower in bloom. Some of you could love that song, but you could be seeing roses everywhere. Obviously, roses represent love. And they represent courtship to me, love and courtship. And obviously this is why it's been chosen to be used on this card. And look how the couple are kind of grey. And in the rose is the only thing that's lit up. This is the thing, it's something about colour. Like you're seeing in colour again. And everything is bright again. And the commitment, it has a beautiful engagement ring here. Some of you guys could be getting engaged in the near future, maybe in 2025. But again, the union, I'm seeing a hand fastening, so it's more about that sacred unity of you coming together and taking those sacred vows to each other, to yourselves, and to each other. But a lot of you could be having a marriage. I'm hearing a holy matrimony, So your connections, when you come in together with your divine counterpart, is really going to show other people what a holy matrimony is. And again, I'm seeing a hand fastening. So you could have a hand fastening ceremony or a sacred ceremony with your divine counterpart. What else, Spirit? We have respect. Respect your relationships. Yeah. And this is the thing, connections that last, they are often rooted, they're rooted in many things, but they are often rooted in respect. Obviously, you need to have respect for yourselves and respect for one another. And this is a huge thing. a huge characteristic of the twin flame journey, and having respect in yourself, of your body, of your boundaries, of your mental state, of your spiritual body. You need to have a lot of discipline when it comes to yourself, and this is what a lot of you do have. You have a lot of respect for yourself. You're expecting when somebody else comes in and wants to be in a partnership with you, a commitment with you, they also need to respect themselves, but they also need to respect you. And obviously your divine counterpart, if you're coming into union, you're going to have masses of respect for each other. Particularly when you hear each other's stories and you see what you've both overcome and what you've been through, you're going to have lots of respect for your person, for your union. And again, you see here it's a magnifying glass. Obviously, you're going to have a lot of eyes on you when you come into union. A lot of you would have already had a lot of eyes on you all over your life path. Sometimes these are going to be admirers, and other times it's going to be envy and jealousy. It comes with holding the twin flame blueprint and living up to the potential, because you shine. You shine very powerfully, so you may notice that people stare at you all the time. There's going to be a magnifying glass right now on you, and when you come into union. But Spirit is saying, don't worry, because you are cloaked. You are protected and you are cloaked. And they're showing me the gown again. That you're both cloaked, you're both gowned. And the connection itself is protected and cloaked. Obviously, if you say affirmations to yourself that you are protected and you are respected. I do this when I'm using Palo Santo and I'm using sage, things like that, when I'm cleansing my auric field and myself before a reading. I'll say, I am cleansed, I am protected, I am respected. And I'll say it 3 times, and then I'll do it for my space. This space is cleansed, this space is protected, this space is respected. 3 times. What else, Spirit? Past life medicine, remembering. Exactly that. I got the crescent moon there again. You remember who you are. This person remembers who they are. And you're going to remember your past lives, and being shown 2 people like shaking hands. Like if you're meeting for the first time, you're shaking hands, you're giving each other a hug. And you have all these past life remembrance and these visions coming up to you. It's like different photos, like these old black and white photos. But it's you and this person in different eras where you've known each other before, where you've connected before. And then they're bringing up that movie again that I referenced in the beginning, The Fallen. This happens in that movie where the fallen angel and the woman, she's called Lucinda. Lucinda. They're going through like an old database. One of their friends has put it together, and he's going through and bringing up all these old photos from different eras, and he gets like a face match to these 2. And obviously they're in that present moment, and the face matches from like the Victorian times, but it's literally those 2, like it's them physically, what they look like. And then they're posing together and they're holding hands. It's obviously like a man and wife, and they're all standing there looking at this photo like, what the hell? Yeah, that sort of thing is coming through. So you're going to be having a lot of past life remembrance, a lot of awakened visions, and you would have already been having this. I'm seeing someone at a beach, and you're writing a note, and you're rolling up the note, and you're putting it in a bottle, and then you're putting the bottle out into the sea. That's coming through for someone. Maybe you do that. Maybe you do that in the past as a part of a ritual and letting go. It could also be like a love note that you write for the sea, or the goddess of the sea, and then you put it into the sea. It's in a glass bottle. What else, Spirit? Jesus. That's how I feel like everything is coming in, and they're talking about freeze again. So everything is coming in quickly, and everything is coming in freeze. And this is literally what it could feel like an explosion. But again, when I was seeing the heart and it's on fire, it's like it's obviously fire is transformation, it's purifying, but fire spreads like that. You know, if you think of like a wildfire in a forest, it just spreads like that. There's something coming in fast, and it's literally going to sweep you off your feet, and it is literally here. What else, Spirit? Obviously this card, I'm staring at the number 7, is a number 7. So again, 1s and 7s together are very significant, but number 7 is a very spiritual number, signifying spiritual enlightenment. We have, you could be seeing 777, elder wisdom. And he's saging. Some of you guys could sage like this, and you could have the feather, I forgot what it's called, but a spiritual tool that you use to sage your space. If you don't do this, or you haven't been doing this as much, you're being asked to cleanse yourself and your space. You need to keep on top of your spiritual discipline and keep yourself as pure as possible. I'm hearing celibacy, as pure as possible, right before you're coming into union. A lot of you guys have already been doing this already. Again, I'm hearing celibacy, so you could have been celibate for quite a few years now. But they're not just talking about when it comes to intimacy, they're talking about celibacy in other ways. Maybe you've been abstaining from eating certain foods like sugar, processed foods, things like that, things that you deem as unclean, but also uncleanliness when it comes to other things in your life. So maybe you've been wearing different clothes and different materials, things like that. But again, they're saying that you do need to be cleansing yourself and your space, and to be using smoke, so Palo Santo or sage. Some of you guys could be shamans. You could practice shamanic healing, or you could use a lot of shamanic spiritual tools. We have tobacco offering. And some of you guys, you could wake up in the morning. I'm seeing someone wake up in the morning, walk over to your altar or shrine, and you're pouring your ancestors, your spiritual court, coffee, and you're sitting down with them and you're drinking coffee with them. Some of you guys could do this a lot. Or maybe some of you bury things for your ancestors as an offering. And that reminds me of a dream that I had the other day. So I had a dream that my brother was gifted cupcakes, and some of these cupcakes you could eat, but others of them were for the body. They were like a soap or a body cream. And anyway, I said that I heard from spirit we were being asked to take these cupcakes and bury them in the garden as an offering to my grandfather. So me and my brother, and then my dad saw us doing it. He joined us. We all went in the garden and we were burying this cupcake. And then I lit a white candle and I said a prayer to my ancestors, to my grandfather and to the divine. And this flame, it went huge and it sparked up, kind of like that that card we saw earlier with the divine spark. This one, want me to show it again? It just lit really beautifully and went large. And he was confirming that he was there and he was with us and he received this offering. So your ancestors and your spiritual court have been receiving the offerings that you've been given them. They feel and they receive the love that you have for them. Because this is part of the reason that you are on this path. You're not just on this path to union for yourself, but you're on this path to union for your bloodline, for your lineage. You're pulling yourself up to a higher frequency. You want those who come after you to know what true love is. I'm staring at all of these orbs. Look at all these orbs on the card here. So a lot of you guys could be seeing a lot of lights and a lot of orbs everywhere around you. You could be dreaming of orbs. I just need to pause a second. Hold on. Yeah, so the orbs that I was talking about. I had a dream as well about orbs. And I was with two famous authors that I really admire. We were at Sacred Springs in Glastonbury. And we were just staring at the spring, staring at the water falling down. And then all of a sudden this huge orb is coming our faces. Like it was coming to say hello. But it's also like it was announcing something that was about to happen. I mean, this author was standing there looking at it in amazement. And then this other authors heard all the commotion and been like, what? And then they've seen it too. But also in this dream, there was a giant ladybug. A giant ladybug that also looked like it had another ladybug attached to it. So again, it's that energy of luck. But you know it's not luck. You know it's you getting yourself into alignment and truly doing the work to come into union. We've got drum medicine regulation at the back of the deck. So you guys have probably been doing a lot of work to really regulate your nervous system. You would have been doing this before you've gotten into alignment. But you could have got your nervous system into a place that is very, very calm, very grounded. So you guys are very, very grounded in yourselves, very grounded in your mission, very grounded in your truth. But again, you see the drum. It's like the drum is announcing something. So you guys could be hearing drums. You could be hearing a dinging. You could be hearing a horn. There's some sort of sound that you're going to hear either in the waking world or in your dream state. That's going to announce that you are coming into union, that it's divine time. Which deck next, Spirit? This one. What do the collective need to hear right now? Some of you guys could have just been on the cleanse, or maybe you've been you're being called to go on the cleanse. You're being called to fast, because obviously your body will go into a huge purge. You could have just been through a huge purge before you come into this kind of union, because it is a huge shift. It is a rebirth. I'm hearing 2 is better than 1. 2 is better than 1. And obviously when you come together with somebody else who is a powerhouse, who is in union, obviously you're going to be very, very powerful. And and the energy of you coming together, the union itself is going to be very powerful. Again, they're showing me that volcano with that, it's not lava, it's like spark of the divine that's coming out of it when it erupts. So when these unions happen, it's also going to be announced to everybody else that this union has happened. People are going to feel it. It's literally going to like shake. It shakes the earth's core. And this is in the spirit world. It's shaking the earth's core because it's bringing up the collective consciousness to a higher vibration. What else, Spirit? Can I get a card from this deck, please? What do the collective need to hear when it comes to twin flames? We have Thoth, light codes, light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic. This is confirming that tomb that I was seeing is very much connected to Egypt. And we know a lot of people who are here in this lifetime right now, their souls were in ancient Egypt. And a lot of people get a lot of their psychic nature, a lot of their divine gifts from this time because you truly mastered them within this time. And again, I'm seeing that tomb, like this is the colour that it looked like, but it was all lit up with like daylight was still somehow streaming in and I couldn't see any cracks. But it's like there's tombs within the pyramids in Egypt, tombs that some people know are there, some people hold the key to get into them, some people know the gate, know where the energetic gate is to get into them, but the masses don't know that this tomb exists or it's even there. It hasn't been found yet and it won't be found because it's cloaked, it's protected by divinity, by sacred light. I'm here and it's protected. Those with the eyes to see, they're saying, those with the eyes to see will see it. And those with a light heart will enter it. What else, Spirit? A lot of you could be having dreams right now of your past lives, particularly your past lives in ancient Egypt. Can I get one more card from this deck, please, Spirit? Thank you. So this one is Palladian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. Some of you could connect to being a Palladian starseed or really connect to this star system. I'm hearing the Seven Sisters star system. But again, this card literally says on it, coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. And again, this is like the sparks that's coming out of the volcano. This is what is happening in spirit. It is really pulling up humanity into a higher consciousness. So again, they're repeating here that there are certain entities and there are certain agendas going on that go against union, particularly true love and sacred unions, and go against humanity coming together and working together, because then everyone's going to pull up their puzzle piece with all the pieces of the puzzle. Everyone's going to pull up their puzzle piece, put it together and see the whole picture, realise what's going on and realise what's coming next. And they don't want us to see or know what's coming next. But it's going to happen by God's will. Which deck do you want next, Spirit? This one. Can I get one card from this deck, please? What do the collective need to hear? There's another movie. It's coming up in my head. Beautiful Creatures. You could have recently watched that movie or watched it in the past. Again, it's an old one. Both of them are old ones. When I say old, it's still, they will come out in the 2000s. But it's called Beautiful Creatures. And again, it's about the supernatural. It's about claiming yourself. Oh, there is a quote. My favourite quote is from that movie. I did put it together in my notes for this reading. And it is about claiming yourself. Yeah, it says here, claim yourself in defiance, in hope, in love, in fury, in gratitude. Claim the light, claim the dark, claim it all. Let me read it again. Claim yourself in defiance, in hope, in love, in fury, in gratitude. Claim the light, claim the dark, claim it all. And this is the thing about being chosen, about being God's chosen one. You have to claim yourself and you have to claim the divinity that exists within you in order to be chosen. And this is what you guys have been doing. You've been claiming yourself. You've been choosing yourself and choosing the path of the divine. Can I get one card, please, Spirit, from this deck? One card, please, Spirit. We got two. We've got the Dharma of Kali. Again, that is literally, look, it's like the light in the dark. So you've really claimed the light in the dark within yourself. You aren't all love and light. You've been doing the inner work, you've been doing the shadow work, and you're not afraid to face the demons within you, which means that you're not afraid to face any demons or any evil that exists out there within this world. And you need to be this way inclined if you're going to come into union with your twin flame and be on the front lines. Because you need to be that divine shield, and divine shields don't live in fear. They aren't scared to face their own demons. They aren't scared to face demons out here in the wider world and also in the spiritual realm. They're talking about a light in the dark. And again, this is the divine masculine, the divine feminine coming together It's a death and rebirth. You see here all the skulls and then the flowers and the blooming. And death and rebirth are one and the same again. So light and dark, good and evil, death and rebirth. Divine masculine, divine feminine, the sun, the moon. You are whole. And this is where you come into alignment and you come into union when you are whole and the other person is too whole. We have Krishna. This to me, again, I love how it has two heads. This is literally like representing twin flames. Like when you come together and you come into union, you come as one. And I'm hearing an eternal dance, an eternal dance. You come into an internal dance and you become as one. And they're saying two is better than one, two is better than one. But again, flame is very, very significant, especially hearts that are on fire. You could be seeing hearts with flames coming out of them. Maybe this is in dreams. You could be having waking visions, or maybe just seeing like photos, artwork, something about a tattoo. Maybe you or the person that you're about to meet, your divine counterpart, you could have a tattoo of a heart like with flames coming out of it. But this is that confirmation of this person also being your mirror. The first card deck I chose to use, they want me to show you, is called the Mirror Oracle. So obviously twin flames are going to be each other's mirror. You're also going to be the two puzzle pieces, but you're going to hold certain traits and characteristics that the other person doesn't hold. And then when you come together, there's more, the wholeness is magnified. The wholeness that is within you, the wholeness that is within them is magnified. But you both hold a key to this tomb. They keep talking about the tomb in Egypt, the tomb in the pyramids. You both hold a key to this tomb. And it's like this tomb is so protected because it holds a certain elixir. You see here on the third eye. I'm seeing it as an elixir, some sort of potion in a little bottle. And so when you enter into this tomb, you have access to this elixir and it is connected to the third eye. And I'm hearing decalcify. So this could be anything really. It could be secrets, or it could be wisdom. It could be that wisdom that comes into your third eye. It could be certain downloads. It could be certain codes that then you can go off and teach to the masses how to really and truly decalcify their third eye, which causes a huge kundalini awakening and rising. Because what a lot of people are doing now, they're saying when it comes to decalcifying the pineal gland, I'm hearing the word basic is basic. They're not actually doing it properly. And it's like there's some sort of secret or coding or download that you're going to get that you can then teach and share with other people who are ready, that is really and truly going to decalcify the pineal gland. So the foresight is going to be even more magnified. What else, Spirit? And they're saying, I'm staring at the two heads again. They're saying two is better than one when it comes to seeing your enemies. And again, when you're on this path, you're on the front line. So there will be psychic attacks. They will be coming through. Obviously, when you've got two sets of eyes, two sets of ears, you can see the threat a mile off. So it has no chance of coming. It can't come from behind. It can't come from this side because you've got eyes and ears everywhere. What else, Spirit? Pick up your spiritual tools and fight. My spirit guys always say this. Pick up your spiritual tools and fight. I keep feeling like this eye keeps going a different colour. But it's just the glare. Some of you could have, different colour eyes. Like one eye is blue, one eye is brown. Or this is your divine counterpart. Or maybe you will be having a child together, some of you. And your child's going to have different colour eyes. And I'm hearing pigmentation. Something about the pigmentation. The card we have here is a fox. I'm hearing cunning. Obviously, the fox is very cunning. And the foxes can adapt. They can adapt to live in the wilderness. They can live in the woods. They can also come out to big cities. And they know how to adapt. They know how to be around humans. They know how to cause trouble, and I'm hearing. Some of you could be this way inclined. But I'm also picking up on a spirit baby coming through. So a lot of you will be coming together with a divine counterpart. Some of them could already have children. You may already have children. There's something about a spirit baby coming through. I'm also hearing grandbaby. Some of you will be coming, who are older, will be coming together your divine counterpart, and you will be having grandchildren. What else, Spirit? And there's something about your grandchildren looking up to you as the example of true love, and they see it and they believe in it. So it's going to set them on a different trajectory and a path that they wouldn't have been on had you not come into union. They needed to see this example. They needed to have that physical representation in their physical reality. Look at that. 2 hearts. Heart's very, very significant. That confirmation that union is coming in. That a lot of twin flames are ready to be walking hand in hand and walk through the energetic gate. What else, Spirit? Can I get one more card from this deck? We have, oh my god, literally can't make this stuff up. Big Ben. That's what I was seeing. Big Ben and the clock tower. So you guys could be having dreams of Big Ben. You could be seeing it everywhere. But look, and it has two sides to it. You can see 2 clocks, twin flames, confirmation that union is literally here. It is divine time. A lot of you guys, you could be having dreams of clocks that look like this. And I'm seeing a grandfather clock, just big clocks. You know, the one that has the chime at the bottom, and when it gets to a certain hour, it moves back and forth and it dings. That's the kind of the ding I was hearing. It was like it's hard to explain because it was in the ethers. It was like a ding and a horn at the same time. And it was like elongated. And I could also feel the vibrations of it when it dunged. But this is huge announcement that union is here. You're about to meet your divine counterpart. You are ready. Your union is ready, I'm hearing. What else, Spirit? This deck. Can I get... We have passion, a fiery, passionate entanglement, fast and steamy romance. And something is coming in very, very fast. It may move very fast because obviously you know that this is your person. You know this is your counterpart. You know it's God ordained. I'm hearing you know it's God ordained. If you don't know that something's God ordained and you're hesitating and you're seeing red flags, that's not union. That's not a divine counterpart. And this is why we're saying, I'm going to say it again, that I rebuke any delusion. But there's a lot of passion here because obviously it's ignited in that divine passion that you have for yourselves, but also that you have for each other. It's going to be a lot of pouring into each other. I'm seeing the star card from the tarot, a lot of healing in this connection, particularly sexual healing. You could go away together on a staycation, or maybe you go abroad, or maybe you'll be traveling a lot. You want to be seeing the world with this person, but you're going to be getting intimate, I'm hearing, in different rooms that are not your own, so different hotel rooms, but I'm also seeing like different landscapes. One more card from this deck, please, Spirit. What do the collective need to hear right now? One more card from this deck, please, Spirit. I'm seeing 1111. Again, there's roses on that card, so roses are significant. You could be gifted roses, or maybe you buy yourself roses that you might like having them within your home because it shifts the energy and the vibration of your home. And this card here says home life. You are happy staying at home with your loved one, domestic bliss. Yeah, and obviously the simple things in life and the mundane things in life become more joyful, become more exciting when you have a partner in crime, I'm hearing. When you're with that person who is for you, who claims themselves and who claims you. Some of you guys could have dreamt of having like a kitchen that looks similar to this, or you've always dreamt of designing your own home, basically your own kitchen. I'm seeing like a kind of a huge field that backs onto the kitchen, like you open the back door and the huge field is there. Some of you guys could be having dreams of having a homestead, and you will have this dream come to reality in this lifetime. It could be one of those 3 things that are all coming in at once. Like you come into union and this person has that same dream. This is the thing. You're going to be on the same path. What next, Spirit? No, they want this deck. They don't want to use that one, so we're going to use this one, and then we're going to finish off and get poems from my deck. So what does the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? This one. We have Holy Wells of Ireland, Alchemy, I harness my magic. And that is exactly what you guys have been doing. You are the alchemist. You're coming into union and you're truly in alignment. You are the alchemist. And now I'm seeing the book, The Alchemist. I'm also seeing the secret. So you've tapped into the secret. There's some kind of secret to do with decalcifying the pineal gland that you guys are going to come into when you come into union. Like you don't crack this code. I'm hearing the Da Vinci Code. You won't crack this code on your own. It's when you come into union. Some of you guys could be Irish. You could be from Ireland. Maybe you have a dream of visiting Ireland. And obviously when we visit certain lands, particularly that your soul has been on before in past lives, this triggers downloads and codes to be coming from the divine and be coming up from Mother Earth. I'm just seeing coding coming up from Mother Earth, coming up from her roots and then into your feet and up through your body. So some of you guys will be doing a lot of traveling with your divine counterpart, or you may travel to a specific place with a lot of ley line energy, or like a sacred site. Can I get one more card from this deck, please, Spirit? Okay, 2. We have Aquasilis, rejuvenation. I cherish the time I devote to myself. And this is you guys, whether you're divine feminine or divine masculine, you're healed. You are the star card. I just keep seeing the star card from tarot. You are that star card. You've been pouring into yourself. You've really been honouring yourself and loving on yourself and respecting yourself. So your cup overfloweth. I'm seeing that your cup is overflowing on your own. And then when you meet this person, their cup will be overflowing on their own too. And you're going to come together with these 2 overflowing cups. These 2 holy grails. There's like an overpour of love and of magic, I'm hearing. We have Goddess of the Sea, Storm. Through the storm, my inner sea is calm. So you weathered a lot of battles and you know how to be calm amongst the chaos. I'm hearing calm before the storm. And again, if you're coming together in union, you're coming together to shake the earth to its very core. You're coming together to be God's warriors and be on the front lines. And be sharing or teaching something with the collective in order to assist humanity in rising on up. So again, you will be facing a lot of psychic attacks, but you see how that this lightning is coming down, but it's missing this woman. And she's in full faith of herself and full faith of the divine. What is that there? First, because I'm seeing that it's a boat. It looks like a boat. I was seeing that bottle again in the water with the note in it. So that's significant for someone, the note within the bottle in the water. And it's like you're sending it out to sea. Maybe you did this when you were a child and you learned that this person used to do it too. Or you could have done this, you could have done it as a part of a ritual to call in your divine counterpart along your journey. Maybe you wrote them a love letter, you put it in a bottle and you put it out to sea. And you could realise that this person also done that as well. Where's my deck? Here it is. So we're going to finish off this reading. And we're going to get some poems. Can I get a few poems from my deck, please, Spirit? Thank you. So this one says, life can be so hard, you must reach for the stars. They point and they preach, but can you really teach when you're run down? Not walking your talk will leave you looking like a clown. We're all human on journeys to our blooming. Don't overexert yourself when there's no fuel left on the shelf. Rejuvenation process may seem like stagnation, but when you're standing still, you can see a clearer pathway up the hill. One step at a time, you don't have to walk in a straight line. Just keep going, or plodding along, as Grandad would say. Tomorrow is a brand new day. You never know who'll come to you next and say, hey. Maybe another test, but remember, no regrets. All the love of your life, an opportunity to travel. Just get back in the saddle. Yeah, so this is like your ancestors, and it could be a grandfather energy for some of you. Your ancestors who were always there with you. And when you were having those dark moments, those dark nights of the soul, when you believed that you were never going to be coming into union with yourself and you were never going to be meeting your divine counterpart, they would be lifting you up. They would always lift you up and they were always by your side. But this is saying to you, like, you don't know what's around the corner. And you don't know what's around the corner, but for many of you, it's your divine counterpart. It's literally like it's here. It's not even around the corner anymore. Like I can feel it. I can sense it. I can taste it. It's like it's tangible. Like if I just put my hand out, I can touch their arm. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so this poem says, the Lord is my shepherd. She recites the Psalm 23, her head bowed down and hands to her knees. Please lift this heaviness. I feel a dark cloud hovering over me. She couldn't take it anymore, so pleaded with the Lord. Then a sudden force pulled the tension from her back. It told her to pick up the slack and pray more often to free yourself from a state of lack. The fog cleared from her heart and crown. She began to raise her head. Years it had been wearing the same old frown. Now each day she begins to shine away, hands and head held high as she recites her prayers to the God above the sky. This has given me that gratitude energy. that you're really going to look back for all those years and all that praying that you did, particularly when you were in times of darkness, but also when you had your wins, you would also pray and thank God. But this card has given me gratitude, the amount of gratitude that you've been having for your life, for the good things that have been happening in your life, and how much gratitude you're going to truly have and feel when you come into union. It's like an overwhelming gratitude. Some of you, when you come into union and when you realize this is your person, but you're on your own. I'm seeing someone on their own, but you realize this is your person. They're saying it's not going to take much for you to come to that realization, but when you do, so a lot of you just going to bawl your eyes out. You're going to cry, and you're going to be crying happy tears, but also some sad tears for like your past selves who may have accepted less than. Because when you feel this kind of love and this union, it is overwhelming. It's unconditional love and it's God ordained. And you're going to feel all of this. And I see a lot of you just crying your eyes out. And the next card that came up with that is, the womb is the all-seeing eye, for who knows everything other than the Creator herself. From darkness we are born, to lightness we claim. Death and rebirth inherently the same. Let her waters break and push away the pain. Breathe with her deeply and clarity you will gain. Follow her wisdom and your life will forever change. She whispers her secrets, I keep them close to my chest. For the womb and heart and arc line forever connects. So a lot of divine feminines are really tapped in. You're really tapped into that magic of your womb. And you hold that truth that the womb is a second heart. And both of your hearts are really and truly connected. I'm just seeing a feminine. It's like she's sunk into herself. She's gone into the sunken place of herself, but this is in her womb. And but as she's doing this as well, it's like she's also sinking into the core of Mother Earth. So divine feminines are very, very connected to themselves and very anchored to Mother Earth. But when you're coming into union with these divine masculines, they're really and truly going to anchor you in a whole other way to yourself, to your physical body, to this world, and to Mother Earth. That they are the anchor. Can I get one more poem for the collective, please, Spirit, to finish up this reading? One more poem. What does the collective need to hear right now when it comes to twin flames? Thank you. This one says, all along we are being prepared for what Spirit has yet to share. Trust in the plan, there is no need to be scared. Walk the journey, all will be revealed. As time goes on, synchronicity stays singing its song. Interpret the signs and then proceed. Get back up if you ever fall to your knees. Attempting to avoid mistakes is a sign of the times. Get on with that mission of yours or be left behind. They want me to repeat it. All along we are being prepared for what Spirit has yet to share. Trust in the plan, there is no need to be scared. Walk the journey, all will be revealed. As time goes on, synchronicity stays singing its song. Interpret the signs and then proceed. Get back up if you ever fall to your knees. Attempting to avoid mistakes is a sign of the times. Get on with that mission of yours or be left behind. And they're saying with that, to ignore the haters. They're saying union is here, it's divine time, union is here, it has been declared. To ignore the haters. I'm seeing someone kind of drowning out the opinions of other people anyway, because like I said, this could be moving fast. You could be coming from different walks of life, different cultures, different races. There could be an age gap, so you might have family on your side or their side, or just friends in general who may be having a lot to say and be wanting to put their 2 cents in. Really hone into your intuition. Remember to be trusting in magic at this time and in miracles. You also want to be using your logic, but you don't want to allow your ego and your logic to take over. Again, they keep saying to trust in miracles and magic. But that is the reading. I hope that has resonated with somebody out there, and I will see you in my next video.